Thousands of people have gathered on the banks of Sydney's Hawkesbury River for the 50th running of one of the world's biggest horse riding events. The Quilty Cup is centred around the small town of Wiseman's Ferry. Riders negotiated tough terrain for more than 13 hours in what's considered by many to be the World Cup of endurance horse riding.
It's perhaps the hardest day these riders will ever endure in the saddle, but they love it.
It is the holy grail of endurance riding in Australia. And there's a gold and silver buckle, the Quilty buckle, and that is a very cherished award.
This year, the Quilty Championship attracted 348 riders, all keen to conquer the 160-kilometre course. And it all started in the normally sleepy town of Wiseman's Ferry.
This is the biggest single entry event ever run in the world.
R.M. Williams and the stockman Tom Quilty created the race in the 1960s. At the time, the RSPCA was concerned it was too demanding for the horses.
There are very, very strict guidelines which have been developed over the years, and by following those guidelines we're able to save the horses from anything that occurs that could be dangerous.
After 13 and a half hours, the dream came true for Ben Hudson. The 22-year-old from Orange in New South Wales has spent the past 7 years training for the big event.
It's been a dream most of my endurance life, and finally fulfilled.
It's been 50 years since the first winner of the Quilty Cup crossed the finish line. His name was Gabriel Stetcher, an engineer from Victoria who rode the entire race without using a saddle. But since then, the event has evolved, and this year, people could even watch it live on the internet.
People are starting to use technology in training. They use GPS in moving around the countryside, and they certainly keep up to date with all the best nutrition and so on for horses. Curious thing is, they've never found a better way of shoeing a horse than the old blacksmith's shoe.
A day when riders and their horses celebrate a proud tradition. Thomas Ariti, ABC News, Wiseman's Ferry.